2, 1, 2. Hello everyone and welcome to Chat with Nene Alice. If this is your first time tuning in to Chat with Nene Alice, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to send in your comments. And viewers, please also don't forget to hit the bell button so you'll be the first person to know whenever I post any new video. So today we are here as proud Sierra Leoneans supporting Leone Stars. Even though we didn't make it to the next stage, the group of 16, but we are here just to, talk about our team and talk about how we can progress as a football-loving nation. So I have with me here Mr. Mohamed Sano and Mr. Abubakar Kagbo. We are here to do the analysis, but I'll let them introduce themselves and then we can proceed with the conversation. So, do you want to say a few words to viewers?
Hello viewers, my name is Mohamed Hassan Sano and I'm very much pleased to be on Nene Alice show tonight. So you stay tuned.
Hello, my name is ABK and I'm pleased to be on the Nene Alice show as well.
Okay, so we want to talk about Leone Stars and about their performance in the African Cup of Nations. I want to first of all talk with you, Mohamed. So, how did you see our technique going into the African Cup of Nations? First of all, analyze the group that we are in.
Well, in the first place, we have a very young team, and I don't think they have that kind of experience, that kind of international experience. So this is the first time we've got into such a competitive football environment. So we started with some of the strongest team. We started with Algeria. I think Algeria is our current defending champion. And also we have Cote d'Ivoire. Cote d'Ivoire is also a very, very strong side. And also, as we saw the display today, is it Guinea-Bissau? Is it what is it? Equatorial Guinea. Equatorial Guinea is also another very strong side. So the group stage was very, very unfair to us, bearing in mind that our team is a young team and most of the boys haven't had this kind of experience prior to this game. The last time Sierra Leone went into such a competition was over 20 years ago. So the group stage was very unfair to us, but that is what it is. And I think the boys did well in the group stage. It's what it is. We are not meant to progress. But it's a learning curve. The boys might have. It takes time, but this is a starting point, and they must have developed. They will begin to develop their confidence. It's an exposure for I think most of them, basically.
So, Abubakar, how did you see our technique for this competition?
Personally, with the whole technique in the Algeria game, I feel like Leone Stars played well because Algeria is the defending champions of the CONCACAF, and they were one of the strongest teams and the favourites to win it because they have not lost a game in 36 games, so they were very strong. So to then come out of that game with draw and a point, that was very good, and for as a nation, that was very good as well. And the Ivory Coast game as well, they performed well as well because Ivory Coast was also one of the favourites to win, and she scored 2 goals against Ivory Coast and come away with a draw. That's also good. But personally, I feel like with football, you have to have a strong midfield for you to progress and for you to do well. I don't really think Sweden had a strong midfield, and they didn't really control the midfield as they should have. That's probably one of the weaknesses and why we didn't really progress or do as well as we should have done. But the position that we're in, which is third higher than Algeria, is a proud position to finish.
Okay, so I want us to talk about our passing ability. How did you see that in all the games that we played?
Well, our passing ability was nearly good. There were lapses in places. Like I said, there were some of the passes where some of them got it right, some of them were accurate. Like I said, the thing about playing football at that level, for people who've never been there, it can be a bit nerve-wracking. So we got some of it right. Yeah, we have questions about the accuracy of some of the passes, But so I think for me, I think our passes were, if I was to put that into percentage, it was around 40% accurate most of the time. But like I said, we are playing against people who've had years and hours of international football experience. So that alone can be, for someone who is just having this kind of experience for the first time, will be a bit nervous. That's for African level, that's our biggest stage. The AFCON is our biggest stage in terms of football. Yeah, so so that, like I said, when we started this conversation, it's like this is going to be a learning process for the boys. They know that they have to come back and sit down and have some reflection and to see what they did well, and to be able to identify what they need to take away as a learning from this experience. Like I said, most of the passes were good, just about, but there's a lot of learning that they need to do, especially when you are playing international competitive football.
That kind of ties into my point as well, because the whole passing ability, because I feel like in the midfield, when they got the ball into the final third, as in the box, the crosses weren't really accurate, and the final pass to create a chance from goal was good. And even when they got into the box to create a goal, they either kick it over or in the side. Even though they did play well, there's that final pass and that the final loss 2 or 3 passes weren't really accurate, which made the other team counter and get more chances and attack us.
Okay, so we had 2 penalties in this game. The first one, we got it right. The other one, we didn't. So what did you think was that thing that was missing, particularly for the one we missed?
Okay, for the one we missed, Ken Kamara is a very experienced player, but with football, when you start getting around, your mid 30s, the age starts to wane. You cannot. I think it was unfair, bearing in mind the age of Ken Kamara, for the coach to have him on for 90 minutes. It's a very old lad, footballing wise. So he came in exhausted. So in the first place, he was not the right man to have kicked the penalty, because he hasn't performed, as far as I'm concerned.
He hasn't performed.
Yeah, he hasn't performed in all the last 2 matches. Our midfield was porous, like you said, ABK was talking about the passes, because the midfield is a centerpiece in football. It's like that's a center connection, and once that is porous, once we are not able to sustain that in the midfield, we lose all other passes, because that is the supply base for our strikers. So Ken Kamara was not the right man. He was exhausted. He's played for almost 90 minutes. He's weak. He's getting old. That's footballing age. But you cannot play a 36 or 37 years old man for 90 minutes, and then you think that you will have that energy and that enthusiasm to be able to get such a crucial penalty. There are lots of lads. He brought in new lads who will have done that. But like I said, I think we all learned from that, but he wasn't the right man to do it. He's done it once, he's got it right. Football is a very hostile and ungrateful environment. So it doesn't mean, if you might get something right, but the moment you get it wrong, we don't praise you.
Yeah.
So I think it was a bad choice. He was tired.
Yeah. So we had 2 goals in ABK. So what did you think we did right to get those 2 goals?
Attacking, we did attack very well. And are you talking about Ivory Coast game?
We had 2 goals for the Ivory Coast game. Yeah. So in total, we had 2 goals for the tournament. So what did we do right?
Well, attacking, Musa played really well. Musa Tumba played really well, and he's the one that got 2 goals, so he should be very proud of this tournament.
Oh, he gave us the 2 goals.
Yeah. Okay. And he just attacked well, and that's the thing about the midfield as well. The 2 goals, the reason why those 2 goals were created, because the midfield was good. The midfield was doing good passes. They sent the ball into the box, which allowed our striker to finish and score a goal. And if you can do that continuously over and over again, and if you look at top teams in the world, they always have a strong midfield and a strong attacking player. and that's what leads to the strikers getting supplies and scoring goals.
So did you think our team was under immense pressure?
Yes, yeah, I think it could be. They were under, like I said, they were under pressure because this was a new experience for most of them. Were excluding the likes of Camara, probably Kolka, and some of the London boys. But this was a new experience for most of our. But the last time we played the African Nations Cup, some of these boys were not even born yet.
Yeah, and also Ivory Coast and Nigeria, they're one of the top two teams in Africa.
Yeah.
So for them to play them as their first ever teams in a tournament, that's a very big step from.
So he said that the group stage was very unfair to us, and maybe it was because the way we did the balancing and all of that. But if we were in other groups, the possibility for us to have moved on to the group stage of 16 would have been, a good thing for us. The other thing I want us to discuss is about the team spirit. Did you see any form of team spirit?
Yeah, the boys they had the strength, there was team spirit, there was, and again, I don't think there were any weak, in this competition that when you qualify, when you pass through the qualifying stage of any match, there's no weak team. So all the team, because we will not be sitting here today. Probably a few weeks ago, no one you couldn't have imagined that Nigeria would have been out by now. So that's football. So it's not about being small. That was the year when we had the Euros, and Greece was a very young team, and they won it. Everybody was surprised. So we had the Germans, you had the Italians, and all the giants in Europe, but Greece won it. So it's about determination. So yeah, they had a team spirit, but things certain things go wrong. I don't know. I'm not too sure. I don't know whether we are lacking in the type of players. Or I think we are hopeful. They will start with go places. The boys are. We have very good talent. Once we've come to a stage now that they're going to be exposed to this kind of international football and then compete with some of the big boys, they will get better. They will get better.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, so we are not the only ones that are going home now. We have the likes of Ghana and some other big teams that are going home. So I just want to say to Leone that we're not giving up. We're coming back. And do you have any last words to say to the team? We didn't talk about coaching, but we saw all of that displayed,
Yeah.
So do you want to give your last word and maybe say something around coaching?
Yeah, I think the coaching and management need to go back to the drawing board and to review their tactics. Some of us were expecting that the 4-4-2 formation would have been good. The formation that was played even with the Ivory Coast, I'm very much convinced that if he would have played 4-4-2, would have defeated Ivory Coast. Having Musa Togo up front against a very good team is not a very sensible team. And even today, I think people have to listen. Sometimes coaches, you don't just have to listen to your technical team. You have to listen to the supporters, the fans. Go to social media, and there are certain advice that you can pick up. Even from social media hangout. But the only thing I can say is that the coaching team has done a very, very good job to get the team up to this point. But I think they have to go again and review their tactics. They need to go and sit down and see what they did well. It's about self-awareness and say it's not only about saying the players did not play well. We have to go back to the drawing board and and review our coaching tactics, our team formation, So basically, but anyway, my last word is that we are not giving up. Leone Star is going to go to places.
We're coming back.
We're coming back. Football is about money, and the leadership of President Bio is ready, to put in that financial support. So and the only thing that can sustain and make football to thrive and succeed is money, and the money is there now. So that's why we came to this level. So we want to encourage the boys. You did not lose For the very fact that you went to that big stage, you know, we are all winners. You did not progress beyond the group stage, but that doesn't mean that you lost. You've gone to places where most people playing football in Sierra Leone have never been. So let's pick up from that. And then I would like to appeal to some of our Sierra Leone born stars, who are professionals who play international football, to come and support the team. I'm very proud of Polka. I'm very proud of Kake. Those London-based football, and Kai Kamara, and some of our boys who play international football. We have to be patriotic. It's not about money. Most people make make such sacrifices. It's not about the money. Leone has got the money to pay people who play for the Premier League and other high level competition. But it's about patriotism. It's about putting your country on the international map. I'm so impressed. I've never seen. This is the first time I've witnessed firsthand how football can unite a nation. Whenever there is this game, as Premier League is playing, and then you go out, you never see poverty, you never see class, you never see politics. We support as a nation. We support as Sierra Leoneans. Everyone is happy. There's smiling faces everywhere. So we have to keep going. We are not stopping. So I want to encourage all our brothers who play international football, who play for foreign clubs, to come and support the team. Even those who played before and retired, provide your expertise to the team, and let's go places. Let's come together as a nation. Let's put Sierra Leone on the map. Sierra Leone football is one of those aspects of life. It's one of those sporting activities in the world that can sell the nation. Look at Brazil. They haven't got much money. They are not a rich nation. Why do we know that? It's because of football. So we want people to come forward. We want our international people who've got lineage to Sierra Leone. Even if you're not born here, but your mom is Sierra Leonean, Sierra Leone is your country. You can acquire citizenship to your parent. If you're a footballer who plays abroad, who play international football, come and support this team. Because most of these big teams, most of their players play in very big clubs, very big in international football. And some of them probably were not born in those countries, but they have to come and support. You have to come and support this country. You have to come and support Sierra Leone. We have to move forward. We want to be known. We don't want to be described by our gloomy past. We want to move forward. Come and support those stars.
Thank you very much, Mohammed. Thank you. You've said a lot. Thank you. ABK, you want to say a few words?
I just wanted to talk about the youth football, youth academies. Moving forward for Sierra Leone to improve and to just do well, is just to invest in the youth. Because at the end of the day, right now we have a bunch of players which are all under 25. Mm-hmm. All of the other nations, they all have under 23s, under 21s, and under teams which perform, and they can get scouted by big teams. We don't have that, so I don't think that there's an under 20, under 19 teams, under 18 teams.
No, we do have under 20. We do have, but the thing is, those that were in the team for this AFCON, are the ones you're talking about.
Yeah.
So we need to encourage more younger players to come on board.
Yeah, different segments.
Yeah.
Like under 21,
Okay. So thank you so much, my people. Thank you for giving this analysis. And I want to say, the youngsters, we are not giving up. We're coming back. And please, don't give up. You've done your best and you've made Sierra Leone proud. Thank you so much. And viewers, if this is your first time tuning in to Chat with Alice, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to send in your comments. Thank you very much and have a pleasant day.
Thank you.